Morning. Just wait and see if anyone pops on today, otherwise I'll get started anyway. Okay guys, so today we're going to get started. Today's theme is a restorative practice. So do you find that you really want to slow down, that you really want to feel better and not be on overdrive all the time, but you get to the end of the day, you get to bed and you realize that you didn't make time for it and there was really no point during the day where you made a conscious effort to slow down. So my hot tip in regards to this, just one hot tip, is to schedule in time to restore and replenish yourself and calm your nervous system down, just like you would as any other appointment. So write it in your diary or pop it in the reminders on your phone and set aside, say, 10 minutes, 15 minutes or 20 minutes to do a practice. Maybe do a guided meditation. G'day Jay, thank you for joining. I'm so glad you're here. Can feel your energy. So yeah, scheduling it in 10, 15, 20 minutes of your day to serve yourself and restore your mind, body and soul, just like you would with any other appointment. That's just my one tip for today. So today's practice, we're going to unwind. We're going to do some really restorative, juicy postures, and then we're going to finish off with a very, very calming posture that you can stay in for as long as you want. And also, if you are finding it really hard to unwind and you are finding that you're on overdrive a lot and you want a little bit of assistance with this, then I love to help people with this. So give me a message and we can book a time to have a chat. Okay, so today you'll need a towel, a yoga mat, and a pillow. So any type of pillow, preferably. If you don't have one, don't stress, but I just recommend it for some of the postures that we're doing. Okay, so we're going to get started. Keep your towel and your pillow close by. And we're just going to start cross-legged. So just whatever feels comfy for you in the cross-legged position. And we're just going to start with a couple of breaths. So just closing the eyes, breathing in through the nose, and exhaling through the mouth to begin with. Couple more breaths. Just setting our intention for today's practice to restore, replenish. Take that much needed time out Just going to do a side stretch to the right, so popping the right hand on the ground, or if you're a bit more flexible you can pop the right forearm on the ground and reaching the left arm over. Just taking a few breaths here. And really focusing on breathing into the lungs on the left side, so breathing into the rib cage all here. So when we're stressed, we can really close off all those muscles in there. And find it even harder to breathe, so it's good to take the time to open this back up. And when we open it back up, we can breathe in more oxygen, bring in more oxygen to our cells. On the next inhale, coming up to the middle, popping the left hand on the ground or the left forearm, bringing the right arm over the ear. And breathing into that right side here, opening up. On the next inhale, coming up, just going to do a seated twist. So keeping the right hand on the ground, popping the left hand on the right knee and twisting to the right. Taking a few breaths here. Making sure that you can still breathe really smoothly in that twist, not pushing yourself too much. And coming back to center, placing the left hand on the ground, right hand on the left knee and twisting over to the left. Starting with a couple of twists, wringing out whatever we don't need. Coming back to center, grabbing your towel, stretching it all the way out, and placing your hands on your towel wider than shoulder distance apart. And then on the inhale, we're bringing the towel up above our head. And then you can, if you can bring it behind you to feel a little bit more of a stretch in the shoulders and the pecs. But just go with what your body allows. If you can bring it right behind. Exhale. And the inhale, we're bringing it back up above the head. And exhale. Back down to the thighs. And we'll do another couple of those. So inhale up, just going to where you're comfortable. You don't have to go all the way back. The wider the hands, the easier it is. And really focusing on the breath as well. On the next inhale, bringing the towel back up above the head, keeping it up above the head, and we're going to twist from side to side. So we're just leaning over to the right whilst holding the towel. Once again, breathing into that left rib cage, opening it up. Inhale brings you back up, and exhale over to the left side. Breathing into the right rib cage now. Inhaling back up to center and then placing the towel back on the ground. We'll use that again later. Coming onto all fours. Just going to do a nice shoulder stretch here. So we're going to reach the left hand behind the right hand. So the left arm behind the right arm, reaching all the way through and placing the side of the face onto the ground. You can either stay here with your right hand on the ground supporting you, or you can bring the right arm up, turning the palm back behind you and reaching the back of the palm onto the left hip. This will just open up the shoulders a little bit more, opening up the chest. Coming back up to all fours. We're going to go to the other side now. So reaching the right arm through behind the left arm, placing the right face on the ground. And then reaching the left palm, the back of the left palm, back onto the right hip. Coming back up to all fours, we're going to move into downward dog, just nice and slow, so spreading out the fingers, curling the toes on the mat and pressing back into downward dog. Keeping the knees bent, and then we're going to walk the feet up towards the hands, keeping the knees bent, and just coming into a forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows and just sway from side to side. And inhaling, walking the hands up the thighs. Exhale here. You might want to exhale out the mouth and then inhale, bringing the hands up. And then we're going to walk the right hand down onto the left forearm. Feet are just hip distance apart, and we're just leaning over to the right side, stretching once again through that left side, taking a few breaths here. And inhaling back up, switching sides, left hand grabs the right forearm, leaning over to the left. And back up to center, walking down once again into forward fold, keeping the knees bent here and just swaying from side to side. Next inhale, coming up to halfway, and then exhale, popping the left foot back, and we're going to go into warrior one. So left foot goes flat onto the ground, we lean into the right knee, and then bringing the hands up into warrior one. And then clasping the hands at the back of the butt, if you can. Opening up the chest and shoulders. You can either stay here or you can do a few movements with me. So we're going to inhale, and then we're exhaling and bringing the body down to the side of the right leg, the inside of the right leg, and then the inhale brings us back up to warrior one, and exhaling down. Inhale back up. Just going to do two more. So if you're feeling dizzy, you can just stay in warrior one. Opening up the chest and the heart as you come up. Last one. And just placing the hands back on the ground, bringing the left foot back in and coming into a forward fold, swaying from side to side. And on the next inhale, coming all the way up into mountain pose. Bringing the hands back in front of the heart. And then we're just going to do that side bend one more time. So right hand grabs the left forearm and we're leaning over to the right. Inhale back up to center. And exhale, leaning over to the left. Inhale brings you back up. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale up to halfway. And exhale, right foot back now. Back into warrior one. Coming up. Clasping the hands at the back the other way this time. And opening up the chest and the shoulders. You can either stay here or moving with me on the breath. So inhale here. And exhale brings you forward. The hands go up to the sky. And inhale back up. Exhale. And inhale. I'm just going to do two more. Last one. I'm placing the hands back on the ground, walking both feet up. Walking the hands up the thighs, reaching towards the sky, and hands back in front of the heart. Now stepping the right foot out to the side, we're going to do a wide-legged fold, hands on the hips, feet are parallel, and we're just going into a wide-legged fold, placing the hands on the ground. Just taking a few breaths here. I'm going to do a little bit of movement, so shifting that right foot out, turning the toes out. And we're going to keep the hands on the ground, bending the right knee. And then we're going to inhale back up and then turning the left toes out, bending the left knee. Inhale up, exhale down, just going down to where you're comfortable. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. On the next inhale, coming back up to center and then coming back into that forward fold. Inhale, hands onto the hips, coming all the way up, and then just walking the feet in. And we're going to lie onto our backs, so just coming back down to the ground. So lying on the back, bringing the knees in towards your chest, and crossing the right leg over the left. Now you can either stay here just with one cross, or if you can, cross that right foot underneath the left calf. And then we're going to shift the hips to the right, and we're going to bring the knees over to the left. So Garudasana twist. You can either keep looking up ahead, close your eyes, or looking over to the right hand. Inhaling back up to center. Uncross the legs. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Now we're crossing the left leg over the right. You can either stay in that cross-legged position or crossing the foot underneath the right calf as well. Shifting the hips to the left and then bringing the knees over to the right, either looking up straight up or looking over to the left hand. Taking a few breaths here. Coming back up to center. Bringing the knees into the chest, taking a couple of rocks on your back. Coming up to a seat. Then we're going to pop the right leg out and keeping the left foot in. Sitting up nice and tall, placing the right hand in front of the right leg and then leaning over the right leg, lifting the left arm over the left ear. Once again, getting into that side body, really opening up. If you can reach the forearm to the ground, you can do that, or you can just stay on the hand. Inhale up and switching sides. So left leg out, right foot in, left hand in front of the left leg and then leaning in and over with the right arm. Inhale and coming up. Now grabbing your towels, I'm going to go into this last pose, so we're nearly finished. And we're going to roll the towel up nice and tight, so I've folded mine in half and then I'm rolling it up. And this, do not miss this one, this is going to be super restorative and juicy. Okay, so I'm going to pop the towel lengthways. So we're going to lie on it with the length of our spine. So I've got my butt at the end of the towel. And then grab your pillow as well. Pop it up the other end of the towel because we're going to pop our heads on there. And then we're just going to lay back, popping our heads on the pillow. And we've got the towel there to support the whole length of our spine. And you can do whatever you want with your legs. You can have them out straight like you do with Shavasana, or you can have them in butterfly pose, so joining the feet together. And then same with your arms, just finding what's comfortable for you. So you can either have them like in Shavasana, palms up, or you can come into a bit more of a shoulder stretch. So I've got like a 90-degree angle with my arms. That's nice and comfy for me, opening my chest up. Just really relax into this pose. Closing the eyes. Feeling the support of the towel, supporting your spine. Noticing the pillow supporting your head, and really rest the head back, really let go of the head, stop holding on. Let go and allow this to support you. Continue to breathe and relax into the pose. Relaxing your forehead, relaxing your temples, your cheeks, your mouth, your tongue, and your jaw. Relaxing your neck, your shoulders, and your arms. Relaxing your chest, your belly, and your pelvis. Relaxing your upper thighs, your lower limbs, and your feet. Allowing your body to feel heavy. Allowing the ground and the props to support you. Ready, just beginning to wiggle your toes and your fingers, stretching out the legs and rolling over to your right side. And when you're ready, coming up to a seat. We'll close this practice by bringing our hands in front of our heart. Thank you for practicing with me today, and thank you for taking the time for you. Make sure you take the time to thank yourself and acknowledge yourself for taking this time to restore your body, mind, and soul. Namaste. See a couple of people were on here. Thank you, Jade, for joining. See Sarah was on here. Crystal. Hey, Anna. Thank you for coming. Hope you guys have a lovely day. Namaste.